All right, shout out to my hometown, Washington, D.C. Yes, my social security number starts with 577, bitch. There's no faking over here. This is Nate. Follow me on IG, Periscope, Twitter, Spreaker, and support me on Patreon and NAROB on YouTube. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, comment respectfully, and subscribe. Finally, don't forget to hit that notification bell down to your right so you can be notified of all my up-and-coming videos. Now, let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. The show opens up with the Jizza and her beautiful girls, hair envy, hair crush, all that. They got like this pretty thick, beautiful. Oh my God, it's beautiful. All her girls are beautiful, okay? You know, the oldest one and then the two twins, and then her mother was there. Mama Jizza was there. And you know what's funny? In the entire scene, the only person that I did not like out of the entire scene was Jizza. So at any rate, the girls went to the bathroom, okay, staged. But they went into the bathroom, so it was just Jizza and her mama there. And Jizzle was like, Mom, you know, me and Sherman are no longer together. I think that, you know, it was a communication problem. And the mother retorted and said, look, if it doesn't work, the girls come back out and they sit down and Giselle gives them the news about Sherman, about the breakup. And the girls just are silent. They're just quiet. And one thing I will give her girls, those girls are very well-mannered. They're very sweet. They're very well-groomed. So, you know, the girls were just silent when they got the news. And I wish that was something that Giselle had known herself, because that's part of the reason why I believe people don't like her, because she just feels like her 2 cents is just always needed. And I'm like, so then Giselle said something that I thought was commendable. She told the girls that boyfriends come and go, but mama's here to stay, you know. I don't know what she said, but mama's here to stay. But I definitely know that she said boyfriends come and go. Child, and they do. You know, sometimes they don't leave. And sometimes you got to call the police and get something put on paper so they leave you the fuck alone. So then we go to Monique, where Monique is preparing the girls for when she leaves. Child, I know about that personally. But, you know, she was getting all of the outfits together, taking pictures of them so that her husband would know how to dress not the girls, but dress her children in her absence while they're away at France. Because remember, Chris, her husband, had said that he would take care of everything for her, but she don't trust him with the kids' clothes. And child, I mean, been in that situation, and I didn't fuck my nephew up a couple of times. She go on to talk about her oils that she's promoting, obviously, you know, on the show, which is always good. You need to promote yourself while you're on any reality TV show, because you just don't want to throw all your eggs in one basket. But when she mentioned the sinus infection and the sinus oil, if I wasn't on board with the oil BS before, I'm definitely on with it now, because y'all know I struggle with sinus problems. You know, I mean, acknowledged when she was talking to her brother, because her brother was in from LA, and I guess she was, you know, bouncing her information off of him. But when she was talking to her brother, she acknowledged that Robin should have a problem with her, because her and Robin got into a physical altercation. But she's still confused as to what the hell Jizza's problem is. I'm confused about what Jizza's problem is, but I would tell her this: don't take a problem, because Jizza got a problem with the crack of the cement, child. Jizza got a problem. Jizza got a problem with Jesus. Ashley, where Ashley calls Robin. And I'm just like, it's strange to me that everybody wants to be Robin's friend. And I'm like, why are y'all so pressed to be Robin's friend? It's because she's, you know how it is when you're young, all the good girls want to chase the thug. I'm just like, because you know Robin is the thug on the show. I told y'all what she is, what she remind me of. But I'm just like, is it because everybody want to be friends with the thug on the show? I'm just like, why is everybody so pressed to be her friend? God damn it. Or even they scared of her. I'm prone to believe they scared of her. Because, well, Ashley was talking to Robin about Michael's reaction to the song. And Robin was like, okay, well, he was blushing in the face, so maybe he's just not reacting the way that you wanted him to. He seemed to be, into the song. But then she was like, Ashley was like, when I seen the pictures, his face was very stoic, like, and it could be just that some people, when the attention's on them, they get embarrassed. I do. I'm that person. So it just may be that he was just feeling a bit embarrassed and he was trying to maintain himself and his face was just like that. I don't know, but I don't think it was something for her to be in her feelings about. I'm just like, girl, it's bigger things on earth. Then it'd be, then your husband's face. I mean, your ring is bigger than everything. I mean, shit, they showed the ring like 97 times in the damn clip. So they talk about the trip with Monique. And Robin was like, I'm kind of funny about Monique because Monique has a good way of talking her way out of things. I believe that to be true. I'm not a fan of the jizza at all. I'm not Robin. She's okay. She just needs somebody that's tough enough for her to get in her face and be like, I'm sorry, what? Monique, I haven't decided yet how I feel about her, but I am seeing kind of that she utilizes tears and emotions sort of kind of to be. So then we get to the airport. Everyone's there except for Robin. I think the situation is with Robin because there was another part of the show last night where Robin's just always late because Robin wasn't there when they got there, But everybody, seemed to be in a very good mood when they got to the airport. I think the controversy come in when they got on the plane and Monique was offered 3 upgraded seats. That means that, who was it? It was Giselle that didn't go, Ashley, Candace, and Robin. So those 4 were still in the regular class. I mean, and everything looked beautiful to me still, regardless. Bitch, it's a free trip. I mean, Jesus, you could have put me ass on the damn wing and I would have been good. It's a free trip. But Giselle always finds a reason to complain about something. Giselle! So what actually was going on was that I believe that Monique felt comfortable talking to Karen and Charisse. Like when she was explaining herself and what she was going through, she felt comfortable with being vulnerable. And when the seats were offered, she decided to take the people who she was having the conversation with about her husband and the things that she was going through. And she wanted to continue it in first class. And I'm like, why would she sit back there and tell them bitches her story any goddamn way? Them bitches is the most complaining hoes, non-having his dick. Jizza, you need a dick. That's what you need. Girl, call me. I can get you one. Now, I'm down here in Atlanta. It might want you and something else, but I can get you some dick. I mean, these men down here sell two-way ding-a-ling all the time. Well, let me just go back to what the conversation with Monique, Karen, and Charisse, right? And I know her name is Charisse, but I say Charisse, right? What's going on is she's saying that because, she has been so catering towards her husband over the years, she feel like that is putting a rift or a wedge in between their relationship because now she's finding her own place, right? And I'm just going to say, be careful because these reality TV divorces are real, honey. So then they get on the helicopter ride. They enjoy it because I think when they got to France, they said it was either a 45-minute drive or a 7-minute helicopter ride to their destination. And the girls chose the helicopter ride, which is good. Good. So they arrived to Cannes and Unlike, Bravo bullshit, which is funny because they never offer the other franchises to share a room. But on Real Housewives of Atlanta, they always pull that stunt. They always pull that bullshit stunt. But when they got there, Monique went to Robin and the Jizza and was like, listen, I have another mini suite. Everybody had their rooms, but I have another mini suite connected to me. And I don't want to offer it to anybody, but you two are the people that I want to extend an olive branch to. So, Giselle, it's up to Giselle or it's up to you, Robin. Jizza was like, well, Robin, because y'all almost had a physical altercation, maybe you should go. Robin was like, well, Jizza, because y'all only had a verbal altercation, maybe you should go. Jizza was like, this is another thing about Monique where I need Monique to toughen up. I really do. I need her to toughen up. But I believe that part of the crying and an emotional shit is because she may have been pregnant at that time. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe she was going through hormone therapy. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I need her to toughen up. Because right now I want to attribute everything and all the tears to her being pregnant or hormone treatment or whatever. Because all that crying and, worrying about other motherfuckers, I can't do that. Life is too short for you to be worried about somebody else and their fucking happiness and whether or not they like you. I can give 2 peanut butters and a fried chicken and a goddamn hairless rabbit about whether a bitch like me or not. Moving on. So anyway, Candace talks to Chris. And she started complaining because she was like, I can't look out my window and see the Riviera. Why do you come to France and you can't see the Riviera? And Chris was like, girl, go outside and look at the Riviera. I mean, that Candace, I don't know what to think about Candace. I don't know. So then we get to Ashley when she called her mother. She's feeling a certain type of way now because she feels like if it was not for her and her efforts in the relationship, then they would not be together. She feels like it's only her trying to make this work. Right. This is what she's telling her mother, or this is what she feels. Right. But while she's talking to her mother, and she states that her mom has unconditional love. And Michael, hey, we don't know what's up or down with Michael. And I'm going to say 2 things about this situation. It could be 1 or 2 things. You know how ninjas are, regardless of what color they are. They will irritate the fuck out of you for you to leave them. Then that way they're not the bad guy. So that's one thing. Or the second thing is that she's thinking inside of the box and not thinking about how men can show emotion and show effort differently. We get to the huzzies prepare to stay in. Okay. Fabulously. Okay. All except for the Jizza. That huzzy can't put on a pair of sneakers right. She is the worst dressed person on that show. Her and Robin, terrible. Okay, so let me say this. The Jizza just looks like she has nice things. She just doesn't know how to put them together so that they can say something or make a statement, Robin, on the other hand, just looks like she doesn't have the fabulosity, and she shouldn't, because she's trying to rebuild herself, and the last thing you want to do is spend money on bullshit. So they get together and they talk about how they talk about their plans for tomorrow, which is Monique is going to they're going to do a stop at an oil place. So that she can learn more about her essential oils, and they're going to stop at a parfum place, which I think is excellent. Like, I can't be around all them smells. Them girls going to have a headache or a migraine. You hear me? They're going to have a migraine. I can't do all that. I like the fact that Monique showed respect to the older women there. That was another reason why I believe that she was talking to the girls on the plane, and why she trusted them more, because Charisse and Karen are the older ones. And you don't talk to these ignorant bitches. Wait a minute, is Charisse the oldest and Karen the oldest, or is it Giselle and Karen? I'm not sure. But you don't talk to those ignorant bitches. Talk to the people who you feel have the experience that you need. And that's all I got to say about that. Talk to some ignorant bitch. So then Jizzle goes, starting on the bullshit. Starting on the bullshit. Where's your perfume line, bitch? You know where her perfume line is. You know where it is. You just want to start the bullshit because you have a problem with Karen for some reason. You've been disrespecting Karen throughout this entire season. And then you act like, what? I'm just asking a question. Ashley and Giselle are the most frustrating people on the show, because they have issues. They have serious issues within themselves, but they have so much misplaced anger that they can't lash out at the people that they really need to lash out at. So what they do is they find a victim. And what Ashley did was she spilled the beans about Craigslist Matt. That's what his name is, who's supposed to be like the lawyer / partner / assistant dude for her. He got drunk and said that Karen no longer lives in her estate in Great Falls, and that she's now living in the townhouse, well, she called it an apartment, but the townhouse in Rockville. And this is something that was corroborated by Charisse, because she explained that, okay, when Ray and Karen first started dating, Ray had a bachelor pad out in Rockville, which is also a pretty decent area too. It's in Montgomery County, just like Potomac, just like Bethesda. Montgomery County is a pretty decent place. What she said was that people are saying that Karen is now living in a townhome. And Karen, being the grande dame she is, she was like, well, what are you talking about? The townhouse is connected to my house in Great Falls, and my son lives there. So what are you talking about? Let me tell you something. Even if Karen is telling a bald-faced fucking lie, I don't goddamn care. It's none of them bitches' business. You hear me? It's none of them bitches' business. And they always trying to, because what Karen does is what Karen said when she said that, listen, I could put all these bitches' house inside my house, except for Monique and Charisse. So all these bitches need to sit down, okay? And then when Karen was like to Ashley, bitch, if you ain't never paid a mortgage, you get the fuck out of my face, because Ashley is living in an apartment, in a luxury apartment building in, is it Arlington or Alexandria? Because they showed her driving into her residency. So basically, Karen's like, bitch, shut up, bitch. You're not even on my level to speak to me. I was like, where they're talking about, I think when Monique talks about the nitpicking, they bring back up the situation about the first class. And in this moment, this little teeny tiny moment, I liked Robin, because Monique was trying to explain herself as to, the things that she's going through with her husband, saying that, athletes are used to being catered to, and they need to have that attention on them all the time. They're used to that. And right now I'm coming out on my own. And Robin co-signed what she said. All of a sudden, Giselle backpedaled. So now, because Robin said it, the Giselle is like, well, you should have told us that. Another thing of nitpicking. Another reason for you to nitpick. Giselle, you can't talk to Candace. Like wants to put her 2 cents in and start talking about her and Chris' situation. I'm back. And then we're going to go to where the next day, where the girls get ready for their outing. And again, Robin is late. And Robin is late, so the girls are standing around and they're waiting for Robin to come down. And in that moment, or in that scene right there, Robin and Giselle, not Robin. So, and then Karen and Giselle get into it again. I'm like, what the fuck? So Jizzle starts with Karen. I'm telling you, the Jizzle starts in with Karen. Karen don't fuck with that lady at all. Jizzle opened the door. Karen steps through, hands the bullshit back to her, and then the Jizzle gets mad and she plays victim because when they were in the conversation last night, when Jizzle opened the door about, okay, where is your perfume business stand right now? Karen was like, well, why are you worried about it? You're not a partner. Stop worrying about my partners. Worry about your partners. Jizzle took it as a dig against her partner. The girl's name is Erica Lyles. And according to Jizzle, Ray, Karen's husband, was following Erica Lyles around like a puppy, according to the Jizzle. So again, Karen was time enough for her and basically told her to go somewhere, eat a dick. And as a matter of fact, you know, Erica Lyles is a happily married woman, and so is my husband. You know, please go over there, eat a dick. Go get some plastic surgery in your face so you can stop looking so old and tired all the goddamn time. Old and fucking tired, okay? So, guys, tell me what you think about or thought about last night's episode, because I'm like, you know, Jizzle, I don't know if they're paying her to be the bad guy. I don't know if they're paying Robin to be the bully. I don't know, but tell me what y'all think about these husbands, because these people get on my nerves. And remember this, the same people you meet on the way up will always be the same people you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves. Have a good one. Deuce.